Hello English learners, welcome to our English learning channel Learn English Easily Through Stories. I am your host Robert. Today I bring you a story that is not about politics, not about crime, not about celebrities, but about something far more powerful. A simple habit that quietly transformed one man's entire life. No inheritance, no connections, no sudden luck. Just a decision, made at 5 a.m. This is the story of Ryan Mitchell, an ordinary man whose life changed through an extraordinary routine. Ryan Mitchell, 34, lived in a small rented apartment in a busy urban neighborhood. Neighbors describe him as quiet, hardworking, but always tired. He worked as a warehouse assistant for a shipping company. Long hours, low pay, no clear future. Former co-worker James Carter says, Ryan wasn't lazy. He did his job. But you could tell, he was stuck. According to reports, Ryan followed the same routine for nearly 6 years. Wake up late. Rush to work. Come home exhausted. Repeat. But behind this routine was a deeper issue. Ryan wasn't just physically tired. He was mentally drained. Sources close to him reveal that he often spoke about wanting something more, but didn't know where to begin. His evenings were spent scrolling through his phone, watching videos, and postponing change. Until one night, everything shifted. On a rainy Tuesday evening, Ryan received an email. A performance warning. His job was at risk. For many, this would be just another bad day. But for Ryan, it became a moment of clarity. In an interview later, he said, "That was the first time I realized, if I don't change, nothing will." That night, instead of distractions, Ryan made a decision that would define his future. At 11:42 p.m., Ryan wrote a simple note. Wake up at 5 a.m. No excuses. No detailed plan. No big promises. Just one rule. The next morning would test everything. At exactly 5 a.m., the alarm rang. Ryan later described the moment. It felt like my body was fighting me. Experts say this is common. Sleep inertia. Mental resistance. Habit disruption. But Ryan did something different. He stood up. Slowly. Uncomfortably. But completely. That single action marked the beginning of change. The first 2 weeks were difficult. Ryan experienced fatigue, lack of focus, and doubt. Co-workers noticed. He looked worse before he looked better, one colleague said. But Ryan stayed consistent. Every morning from 5 to 7. He worked on himself. According to Ryan's personal notes, his mornings followed a strict structure. 5 to 6 a.m. Learning a new skill. 6 to 7 a.m. Physical movement and planning. No distractions. No shortcuts. Productivity experts confirm. Early morning hours provide peak mental clarity and minimal interruption. Ryan was unknowingly using a high-performance strategy. Around day 18, something changed. Ryan reported, "I stopped forcing myself. It started feeling natural." This aligns with behavioral science. Habits begin to stabilize between 18 to 30 days. What was once difficult becomes automatic. Ryan focused on one skill. Not multiple. Not scattered learning. One clear direction. Over time, his understanding improved. His confidence increased. And his mindset shifted from passive to proactive. 3 months later, an unexpected opportunity appeared at work. A task involving organization and system improvement. Most employees ignored it. Ryan stepped forward, applied what he had learned, and delivered results. Supervisors were surprised. A man once considered average was now solving problems others avoided. Within weeks, Ryan received increased responsibility. then recognition, then a promotion. 1 year after that first 5 a.m. decision, Ryan's life had changed significantly. Higher income, better position, stronger confidence. But perhaps more importantly, control over his time. Behavior specialists say Ryan's story highlights a key principle. Consistency in small actions leads to large outcomes over time. It wasn't the wake-up time alone. It was what he did with those hours. Ryan Mitchell is not unique. There are thousands of similar stories, but most remain untold. Because they happen quietly, early in the morning, without attention, without applause. Tonight's story is not just about one man. It's about a choice. A simple, repeatable choice. To wake up earlier. To use time differently. To build something better. So tomorrow morning, when your alarm rings, the question is simple. Will you ignore it? Or will you answer it? This has been a special report on discipline, routine, and personal transformation. A reminder that sometimes the biggest changes don't come from big events, but from small decisions made early in the morning.